just gonna shut this all down.
Oh wait, no, I actually.
There's like
200 characters.
Oh yeah, like this by the way. Go to blog.
Usually 3 times 17.
Wrote in Markdown and have a terminal Markdown. Oh, I mean, you might say.
Yeah, having every single character at max level. But I was like, assuming I wanted to buy extra characters, how much would they be? And if I remember, it was like buy 8 characters for like $3 or $4. And if you wanted 10 characters, it was like $25. And I'm like, considering the fact that they're, first of all, most of the time it's worth it. And second of all, there's a chance to get one you already have, and then it's just
Here's the fun part.
exactly
I'm creating with my SSD, so watch this.
why would I ever spend like multiple dozens of dollars on a game? It's single player.
Put it in correct.
For the most part, there's multiplayer aspects, but you have to play the game for like 12 hours before you unlock multiplayer. So I can't even tell my friends to play the game because they're not going to play it for 12 hours by themselves to unlock multiplayer.
Why is that to me for the past few times? I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Wish I had this by the way? My game project uses Excel.
Yes, for help hours, since it's talking to you anyway.
I don't mind. It was weird. I'm not used to helping people. I taught him what a generator is.
That assignment also got pushed back by me.
This is the implementation that seems like in our game. At least on
Where you
Linux.
take advantage of it. Even if it's like
That was fun.
your third programming assignment ever. I'll say if it's your first programming assignment ever, spend like a day doing research and a day doing the assignment. You should be able to get it done. I don't know why they had it like a 2.5 week long.
Survive. This channel is now obsolete. What is it?
It's going good. I'm about to start streaming.
Log out of this too.
Yes.
This was causing me all
Thanks.
sorts of trouble here.
I enjoy it.
Were you streaming?
Making a game. I'm doing this challenge called the 100 Days of Game Dev, and you're supposed to just work on some part of a game every day for 100 days straight. Yeah. It has been. I'm trying to make a Sokuban game, so like one of the Pokemon move block games. I really enjoyed those, and it seemed pretty simple and like something I could polish really well once I got it started up. So that's what I'm working on right now. Right now, I've got 2 controllers. I have like 2 players set up, which is I thought was really nice. I got that done in 2 hours.
That is just
Always. Yeah. I want to keep. I don't know.
Send it again, just let me know.
I learned a lot of Pokedex, so I prefer to stay with it, honestly. I'm trying to remember. I think, I don't know, I feel like I'd spend more time like trying to like produce my game or get people to like understand what I'm doing than to actually make it, but it's cool. And I found this website called Restream. It allows you to stream to multiple platforms. So I'm streaming to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And I kind of like their integrated chat. I
haven't uninstalled it already.
Yeah, hopefully the computer will turn off when I start.
1 minute.
Yeah. So we'll see if that's. So yesterday actually, someone actually was watching me develop, which was really nice. And I talked to them for a little bit. I'm gonna say.
Like some random person on Twitch.
Yeah, I think they're part of the challenge also, but they stream in the morning, afternoonish. So I watched them do that, and then they were watching me they were watching me yesterday night. I say Sharif sometimes comes and says hi too, which is pretty cool.
I'll subscribe to it. No, not subscribe. I'll pay $5 a month. I'll follow you
Yeah,
though.
yeah. I don't. Do I even have that set? I don't think I have that set up. I don't think you can actually give me anything. Oh, the computer's still doing a thing. So.
Yeah, alright. I figured I'd let you know what the on the right
Thanks.
Thank
Thank you.
Virus. You didn't have to worry
Yeah.
about infecting files, although it could still, you know.
It was marked as like a Trojan down
All right.
or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that could still be a
Well,
problem.
different virus checking software.
The way, yeah, because the different classes of malware.
Yeah, I took away the second player. I wonder what controller works. This one over here.
I'm watching the phone stream.
It could still be completely system destroying. It's nothing about
Yeah,
how
and when you
it gets
disconnect the controller, it says something, and then when
It's
you
just about
reconnect it,
how it works.
it says stuff. There's some collision, easy, basic stuff.
Crap, too much more different especially like when other things exist.
But my goal for today is to actually take the controller movement and turn it into grip-based movement.
I can see my message in your chat.
What is that face? Oh,
Chan.
oh damn.
That's not
Right
versed
into the-
in the Twitch emotes.
No, not at all. Do I have a grid script? So I took some notes and now I understand better what I need to do. Oh, okay, no. Yeah, to get the grid-based movement, it really helped, like, the reviewing the code that the person had put on. And I gotta keep an eye on the screen. One of my other friends, he came by and said hi, but I didn't understand the emote that came up because I'm quite new to streaming. Open an editor. Attach a script. Prefab. That's not where that goes. I hope there's no other ones up in there. This needs to go on my scripting. There. Got it. Tile map, script GD, great. So the grid needs to, the first thing it needs to make sure that it has the same enum types as the pawn, which I think I still have up. So I'm just gonna copy it. Control C, Control V. There. They just need to be the same. And then in the ready function, I have to check every player, every node that inherits this tile type. I have to set that inside the grid itself, and there's a function that you use for that. But I gotta make the for loop for it first. It's like for child in get children.
Since I know that it works.
Very simple. For every child in the get children thing, we're going to say set cell V, and cell V takes a position, which is going to be the world. It starts off as the world position of the child, but we need to change it to the map position. So to do that, you use a function called world to map, and there's a opposite function. Let's see, tile, and what we want the tile to be, and that's just going to be the child dot type, I believe. I believe that's how I set it up. Or, you know what? I don't have to. Export, yeah. Type is a capital T. I may have to actually do like getters and setters for that. But I'll test that out by printing. If it succeeds, I'll just print the type for each one. Dot type. or
Hey there.
actually say I could, yeah, I could just call it type.
Hey.
It's attached to the grid.
I just
So
finished the final open day, and
let's
I'm
run that.
going
These
to-
already
it's
are
not
inheriting from that node type. Oh, multimap base cannot convert one argument object to vector 2. You know what? That makes sense. I have to do child like dot position.
I was wondering if you wanted to stay in my game. Yeah. Sure. Kept one let.
So let's try that again.
Yeah.
There we go, and all the types show up. And this guy.
You pitched 3 game ideas. My meteor, Sierra's.
Oh, it like actually put things in the into the world. Okay. Yep, I guess I have to be careful about that and like which order that that these things go in. I'm glad it kept all the ones around the border. But like yeah, these got moved to different things. So let me delete those. That's awesome. That's so what that shows me is I don't have to like necessarily like put anything on them. It's just like any pictures on them. I can just drag and drop a position onto them. I'll keep that one wall. And what I need to do, like it corresponds to these right here. So 0, 1, 2, I believe, and I have its.
My friend told me
I
that kind of
probably can I click on this? Will this do anything? No, no, not yet.
He's like, no, you have to play. He's like, no, I'm not gonna play it. And then he made me play it, and I love it.
I'll name that one 4. So there's like 0, 1, and 2.
I'm okay to move. Space bar to jump.
Or blank can be 0,
It's gonna make my
or it has to be -1, I believe. Let me see, I think I have the code still up.
5 weeks in advance or something.
This is for the player. My player's gonna have to act a little bit different.
Their example
But
is like,
let's see.
yeah, snakes
The grid,
takes 6 days.
yeah, empty was -1. Yeah, that has to be like that. That has to be like that. I see.
Make like clicking on stuff like sound effects.
So I'll just name open this.
That's 3 days to, like, add
The wall.
I don't understand.
Let's see what order I have them in. And then I'll make the type for the pawn also the same. I'll match that.
Yeah, manually type in all the numbers.
I have a box and a wall. Can I swap these? Can these be swapped? Like this? No. A red box.
I set up
Why did I do it this way? My tiles.
a nice little
I want to go into my tile set. I wonder if I can swap those like at all. If I had to do them over. I may have to do them over. I think that's fine. I just have to decide right now which way I want them. I think I want the walls to be. So if the walls are 0, I can make the player 1, and yeah.
I thought I got with like fugue state and been doing this.
Yep,
for, like,
wall 0,
so, like, I gotta get back going.
player 1, or I'll call it a player, because and there's gonna be 2 players in the world, but we don't care about that right now. And a box, and then I have a hole.
I'm excited.
So it needs to go wall, player, box, hole. No. Well, because my tiles go 0, 1, 2, I might make the player -2, honestly. He's special. He doesn't get a tile, necessarily. So, like, yeah, to make it less confusing on me, the player equals -2.
Yeah.
-1.
Still, we should have a meeting.
Well,
And you want to keep the auto logo on? It has a code.
Yep, -2, and then open
Push that to go
wall
on.
box hole.
But you add, but
I want the player to be able to move on open spaces, and then this will start 0, 1, 2. So wall box hole. Let's go and fix up my tile set. So, not remove selected texture, but like, I have to get rid of
Yeah. Someone
these. I think the only way to get rid of them is to. I can't right click and do anything to them. Oh, I can click them that way. Oh, and this will. What if I get rid of that?
Saturday. It's like Saturday it is.
I mean, that doesn't get rid of it.
It's supposed to be Saturday night.
You know what? I'll just redo it.
Damn it.
You gotta be more careful. I'm glad I can do this pretty quick. UI, assets, art, tile sheets. There, my Sokoban one. There. Yeah, the playing with it yesterday, or learning it yesterday, really helped. And so, and let's remind myself which way they go, or it goes open wall box hole, Control C.
That might be a bit of programming nightmare for me. Because the game was meant to
Control V. There you go.
Because the game was meant to play on a
Invalid.
Because the game was controlled. It's supposed to be something
Open.
control. But I might modify this part, but I have my mind that I want to use that control thing later.
By default, you're just open. Or,
I want to see the players tend not to use it if
yeah.
they feel like it. Well, I might expect the option later, but I'm gonna save it after next Friday.
And I can change my player.
It was based on this
player.
game sort of ended. Yeah, have you played it? Yeah.
Remember, wall, box, and then a hole. Those are the that's the order of the assets I should make. Wall, box, hole. And I'll try to keep them different colors too. Boom. So I need a new single tile, a region with clipping on. So wall, box, hole. I want these style walls. Do they need? They don't technically need collision. I actually don't, because I'm going to be calculating collision myself, which is interesting. So I may actually get rid. Well, I still need the kinematic player, but I can stop resolving collisions. So yeah, and that's the first one. At 0, and then wall, and then a box.
I don't like using mouse aiming.
I want to use the brown boxes.
This game because you see, this game was actually designed for the
Look, it just places them all back like it was nothing. Wall.
So the point is that.
And then the hole, which I think I was using this for the hole, and it works. So new single tile. Hole. Oh.
So that will be they will be given to like.
Did I not click it?
3 button like this, or maybe.
New single tile. Okay, confirmed it. Definitely need more feedback on that. Cool. Perfect. Yeah. Cool. And then. I'll save it.
Well, I guess I have to fix the cursor behavior a little bit.
And then I'll go back to the grid. There, I have all 3 of those up there. Nice. I can change these. Oh, it's a little.
Okay, so anyway.
Right, when I click off of it, it doesn't delete it. I'll remove that in a second.
Yeah.
Put all my walls up there. Wall. Whoa. Wall. Wall.
No.
And a hole.
There's
I'll,
actually better than this usually.
I'll put a hole at the end of 2 tunnels.
Sure.
Interesting, interesting. Alright, I think this is good. I think this will bring me back. Pull out my controller. Yeah, right now I'm not colliding over anything, which is fine because we have to set up the logic for moving.
Whenever you do test learning in Unity, you can just zoom in.
Hey.
It's gonna
You like Toby Fox?
Oh, say I've been doing fine. I know it's been a long time since I talked to you and like the family back in Georgia, but I've been going to school for the past 3 years, and it's been really fun and a lot of hard work. Say currently I'm making a game because I really enjoy making games. But how have you been?
So anyway, I was planning to play the business tree model. Yeah. I was not trained artist. I actually was trained artist, but unfortunately I didn't make training for it.
Throw some boxes in there.
I said this page looks so good.
And then what I can do is I can just add a child
Little tiny part at her kneecap where I didn't want to chop
like
off
that,
her fur.
have it inherit from the pawn GD.
It's like a little space between her paw and her body that you can cut through her paw. So
Oh, so well, where do you work now? I'll name this box. And I'll move it over to right here. And then I can duplicate it. Move that one over. Duplicate it. Move that one over. It's nice that it don't have to be exact. Yeah, and it should print out each of them. See, I miss you guys too. I know I haven't like been back there in a long time. I've been up here in Washington, and it's completely different than like being over on the East Coast. Like it was definitely a culture shock, like being over here. And I went to Florida it's now been a few years back, and I was so happy and I was so excited to get back over to the East Coast. I couldn't believe it. Box.
I bought the new Zelda.
Box.
It's already out.
Oh, you mean Link's Awakening?
Box.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you think I had Breath of the Wild 2?
Yay. And I see that down there. There. I gave him the right types this time. And they're kind of in the right spot. Okay, so the next step, I should be making some helper functions. One is called to get the cell pawn. And so I need to get the cell where the pawn's position is in the global world, and I'm gonna have to use that map to world function to do so. I call it. Ooh.
I sort of want that, but there's no way in hell I can do that. Like,
Hey Chase, I haven't seen you. I haven't seen you in a while either. So I missed your wedding. So was your wedding this year? And so you work at a radar shop or a radiator shop?
like, well, it affects cache size.
Upper camel case.
The smaller
You'd also have to
So
do
get
stuff to
get
ensure that it's all getting stored in the same spot.
pawn cell position. That's what I'm gonna name it, cause and then I put in the pawn I want.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if I use characters instead of integers,
Yeah,
like
long names. I like.
pass.
I think it does better.
This board gets
Pass.
better.
And
on a 40 by 40
I need
board,
to.
it needs-
Oh no, I'm actually passing in the position itself.
256 will do.
Because I'm checking that position. I'm gonna check every child and to see if it's in that position for child
What if I hit a blow?
and
That was,
get children. Get children.
have you seen Seth Flame's data pack?
And then it's an if statement if child dot position is equal to position.
I really wanna play it with somebody and just like say, okay, we're gonna.
That might be a little
this is our
off
objective.
now that I
We
think
wanna
about
find
it.
the golden apple.
And I can return it.
Not like craft one. We need an
Return
inventive golden apple. Well, that's the funny
It's
thing.
gonna be
Literally, you break grass
world
and
to
just
map. World to map, and then
And then it accesses a chest. hidden
I'll do the
across
position.
golden apples.
Really?
That's fine.
get children undeclared in this current scope
So,
because
we're
it's
better
meant to
in
be a
the-
function.
And then I'm gonna-
Oh, darn! 3 years ago, oh, I was. I just I was just getting out of the Navy at that time, man.
Base ideas with
Man,
blocks you have available to you.
like, see,
You can.
it's kind of sad I missed it because I think also like earlier that year I had to do a work trip down to Florida, so like I was over in that area. I could have joined. I could have tried to stay longer or something. Oh no, the computer that I'm using to look at the chat is about to restart, and I can't do anything about it because I'm at school and IT's in charge of the computers. Else, yeah.
Dr. Stone is really fucking good.
Could not find. So at position space plus position. I think that should work. I'm gonna test it out right now too
Why are you using TikTok?
on the player.
Why are you supporting TikTok?
I can do it. I can do it right here. Some test code. I need to get my parent, root global events. So get it's var get parent. My parent is the grid, or var grid. Give it a name, the variable,
Something that I see.
and grid dot
Doing stylized or
get
cartoon
palm
work,
position.
you'll often see people drawing hard lines.
Oh, I would really enjoy that actually. See, you might be able to send a direct Facebook message to me.
Usually it's unintentionally though. It's done. as
So
a
yeah, I'm looking forward to to graduating soon, or yeah, to graduating soon-ish, and I would really like to have my family there, because I know I haven't seen you guys in a while, and I really enjoyed the last time I spent with you guys.
I suspected so, but
Position.
If you can properly do
Oh,
perfect flash like that, in the
if it
right
prints
way,
nothing, then I did okay.
but it's also wait.
It found it. And now I'm curious. Oh yeah, it returns the position, doesn't it? So I can be like var grid position equals this, and then print this out to see what the grid position is. Grid position.
It's got some glitches in it. You can fall through 4 different spots.
Good to go.
Other than that,
Yeah, just gotta keep checking my work. So 5, 4. That's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or yeah, going down. It should start going that way first. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm counting on the screen. Let me use my mouse. So 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I want to see how inaccurate can I be with that. Or I guess I can't really be that inaccurate with that one. You're a messenger? I am on Messenger. Yes. What if I put it right there? Am I gonna get the same? 3, 5.
Here's a good selling point for 74. To talk to you guys
Ah.
Toby Fox sings in it.
I wonder if I can have it.
It's a song
If
that
I can
he
use,
composed for his friend.
if I can use this, I know I'll be using it later.
But he's a backup
That's for
singer.
sure, and especially the grid position. But
The hero that she kills.
that works.
I did it.
What'd you do?
Okay. The next thing I need to check is the next function I need to make is called request move. I need every pawn or everything that's on the board is going to go through the grid to ask to move somewhere on the grid. That way,
They move in weird directions. Some of them move
I'm gonna
to
box
the
you my
right,
number.
some of them
Thanks.
move
Say
to
thank you, Uncle.
Some of them move to the center. One of them is just it springs around.
Oh yeah,
you
requesting a
really
move.
fast because I changed
Ooh.
the off.
So request move, and that's gonna take in 2 parameters: the pawn itself that wants to move, and the target in the direction that it wants to move. And we can set that up with a start. You start at. I mean, I want to convert all this to the map coordinates, so it makes more sense. So world to map. World to map position is going to be pawn dot position,
My back hurts.
and then another one for the target or the requested position I want to move to. Target position or target position, which is going to just be your start plus your direction. Okay, and then from there, I can check the target cell type. Ooh, me not using tabs.
Make one of those easy gaps.
This was for an assignment.
Say I love you too, Uncle.
I mean, you know, credit where credit is due. I have no fucking clue how those guys make those. You know?
yeah.
How does anybody make anything?
And that's just going to be target type. A variable called target type.
What's this,
Hmm.
Playing card seats
Which is going to be equal to the get cell v.
on this post-it note.
Get
Oh, that's one of the
cell v, which is going to get me that item, and I just pass in the position,
I think the other guys do.
and the position is going to be the target position, and I'm going to use that in a match. Or I wonder if I can skip this line of code and just put in this right here. This might work. A new line.
We should sort out everything that
There, stop yelling at me.
Where's the trash can?
Here, gone. They're along the outside. There's one over there.
Expected matching pattern block. So this is where I can actually put in each type. So like, if what I want to do when it's open is probably this one of the more simpler ones. If the space is open where they want to move, I'm just, is that how that works? Expected block and pattern branch. I really, GD script basics. I have match right here. Yeah, colons and tabs all over the place. That's, mine's gonna look something similar to this right here. Todd, he's been doing all right. I'd say I haven't really talked to him that much either this year, but I talked to my mom a lot, and she tells me about him. He got out of the Air Force and has been working at McDonald's and going to community college to try to get his IT certification so he can make it into the tech world that way. I hear though he's been having a bit of trouble with like his wanted to like continue that, like he like after it got, I guess, kind of difficult and he started struggling, he doesn't really feel motivated to like continue on with it, and he wants to move on to something else. So I really do hope that he has moved on to something else, something that he would enjoy more, because I like to see him happy. I like to see him happy. No, my computer just restarted itself, so I can't necessarily see the chat anymore. I think I can pull it up. I can pull it up over here, and I would just have to check it that way. The website is called Restream. There we go. That's not it. Get me back over. Here. Okay. Yeah. So it's up, and I guess I just have to check it in every so often. Yeah. Okay. Open. We have. I'll just put return because I want eventually them to return a vector 2 of like where the player would move, and I'll just pseudocode the rest of these in here. So a wall and wall, you shouldn't be able to move, and then we have vector 2. No, don't get mad. What do you mean? Open is not declared in current scope. Open's right here. Maybe I have to do tile type. Tile type dot open. Okay, yeah, that fixed it. That's all I needed. Open wall, box, and hole. So the box is probably going to be the one that requires a little bit more logic, because I want you to be able to move the boxes, but that's not in the scope for today. Today, I just wanted to get some. Actually, today I just want to get some movement done. So actually, I'll finish this up later. I really want to focus on getting that player to be able to move, and to move on open spaces at least. Tile type open wall, box, and hole. Got it. Enter. Vector 2. See, I'll let him know. I'm pretty sure he could use some words of encouragement, and I haven't talked to him, and so it'll be a good thing to bring up too. So if they return the updated position in the world coordinates, so to do that, I'm gonna actually write another function called update pawn position. Make sure I spell position right. I'll put it in past for now. In that function, I wrote it on the back. So so we're gonna do a bit of swapping of the cells. Oh, positioning. I'll learn to spell one day. I'm a programmer, not an English major. So we need the pawn, we need the start position, and we need the target cell. So we're gonna set the target cell to the pawn type. So to do that, it's gonna be set cell V, and that needs a position. So that's probably going to be the target position. It needs the tile, which is going to be the pawn's tile type, which I do believe I call type, capital T. Okay. Then we're gonna set the start cell to empty. Cool. Another set cell V. And the position of that one's gonna be where we started. And it's gonna be just tile type empty. Or I named it open. And I can just do this little sneaky thing where we return in world coordinates. So it's going to be map to world, the position, which is going to be the target. Bro, I don't. If I pass in the target position, I don't need to actually change it to world coordinates, do I? Because it's already in the world coordinates. Well, Well, no, I guess it's not. It's not in world coordinates, is it? Because we converted it over here to the map, and the target is actually in map coordinates. Okay, so yeah, we needed to convert it back. Map to world, and then target. I think this one needs to be set to map to world also. So I have the start, which is, and the start's in, they're both in map coordinates. Must be careful about that. I'll make a note about that. Both are in map coordinates. It needs a target. I think that's it. But we also, it's the target plus the cell size, or target in world, and then some more math, the size of each cell size, divided by 2. Easy, so it always centers them. That's just to get them centered. Boom, update pawn position. Ooh, almost there. I got like 20 more minutes before I have to stop. Doing this in an hour is a little bit rough, but hey CC, nice to see you. Oh. Hope it. Yeah, I gotta skip the other stuff I wanted to do. Update pawn position. So we need the pawn that we gave ourselves in the beginning. We need the start position, which is just gonna be start, and I need the target position, target. There. So if you find that the target position is open, we're going to update the pawn position, or at least return it in world coordinates. And when the player requests to move, instead of actually moving on its own, which he does right now, which Godot just crashed, I think. Godot just froze, but I can explain what's gonna happen. Right now, we can move the player using a controller, and it uses the joy axis direction from the controller, and I converted it into a vector on a x and y coordinate plane. But so I have the direction that the player wants to move. All I have to do next is pass that direction, or rather use that direction and request a move from the grid, and it'll return me where I actually move. And if Godot starts working again, I can make the player snap from place to place. And I think if I make him collide with anything or run over something that's not an empty spot, he might just move back to like the top left corner of the screen where 0, 0 is. Man, that stinks. Good thing I saved. I need to quit. No. Oh well. Oh well. Oh wait, look, it brought itself back to life. Exit the editor. No, I take it back. I take it all back. Okay, so player 1 get input. Let's go there. Does this work? F12? That doesn't work. So here I'm getting the direction, and this is where I was calculating where he needs to go using this velocity. What if I don't do that? What if instead I just I said position is equal to, I gotta get parent as a function, and then request move. And that takes get parent. Spelling is important. Does it know what request move is? Does it just know? It does not. And apparently I don't either. I don't remember. The pawn itself and the direction. Okay. So I'll pass it this and then the direction. Or is it? It's called self in this language. And the direction I want to move is just direction. If this moves my player, I'll call it a success. If not, I gotta do some more debugging with the time that I have left. So, broke it. Position with value type no. What do you mean? Oh, because I'm getting a pawn. I thought I was going to be slide, but I guess not. Input, move and collide. Hey, I got your message. Position. Or I don't know. I'm surprised. I'm actually kind of baffled why this doesn't work. Because it should have a position, even though it's grabbing it from pawn GD. Pawn GD is a node 2D. Maybe I have to do it the hard way, which is like transform position. I don't wanna. Transform, yep. Dot position. Can't get index on position of base transform 2D. What do you have, my friend? I swear you have a position somewhere. Transform, rotate, origin, get scale, get rotation, get origin, basis. No. None of these. Where's your get position, my friend? Well, back to the drawing board. Nope, I guess let's go look at the code I referenced. This is the grid. Let me get out of the grid. Go to their pawns, go to their actor, who also referenced from pawn. Process, get input direction, update look, move to, so play, and they use a tween. I'm not gonna use a tween. Position equals target position. Okay, I'll do this in 2 steps. Oh, I see. Maybe I shouldn't do this so often. Return direction. I'll return the direction here, and then P1 input can be position. Or so I hope. Does that break everything? Nope, but I don't think I can move. I can kind of move. You can like see my guy like doing a little dance over there. Like, help me. Okay. So I'm almost getting there. I did zip him over. Sigh. I'm gonna get there though. What if I don't do any of that? What if I just say don't do anything? Will he stay where he's at, or he's gonna go back to the top left corner again? Don't break. I still can't. I can't move out of that spot though. Sad. What could be causing me to just be at 0-0, or be there at least? What if I move my guy? Let's put him just in the middle of stuff. Is he gonna stay there? Don't move. Nope. Top right corner. So what I'll do is I'll print some messages after I read some messages. Change the starting position of the wall. True. It might be this stuff. What if this'll get rid of that, and I'll get rid of that too. We'll see what happens when I get rid of all of that. Nope. Yeah, I guess I just have to like print out like what his position is after that. Like it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna spam. I feel like it's gonna spam. It's gonna be like, your position is all of these. Or maybe I should check my debugger. Never used. Never used. Control Z. Instead of getting rid of all of that, I'll just comment it out, just in case I want to have it for later. Boop. 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 Where am I going wrong? Oh, you know what? It might be because of this right here. I keep resetting the direction every time I get a new one. If I don't press anything, the direction is going to be 0, 0, or that origin, and then I just set the direction to the input, which is wrong. I should be to get the direction and then request it from here. So get parent, which is going to be the grid, and I want to request a move, and input returns the direction. Maybe this. Oh, broke it. Invalid call to request move, expects 2 arguments. Of course you would. Like I know what I'm doing. Self. You need to pass in yourself. Let's redo it. Position with value type nil. Is it because open technically isn't a spot? Yeah, I see why. I see. Well, no. Well, no. Yeah, it's because I'm checking. It's because I'm checking open in the first place. Each of the blank tiles. Each of the blank tiles doesn't have a type associated with it, so it's not going to return anything. So when I come and do in my request move, when I try to get whatever type it is over here, it doesn't have one. So I guess I should say, if it doesn't have a type, then don't do anything. I can change this to -1. I don't need an open. Maybe I do need an open. But I'll try it without an open. I'll save that, and then I can get rid of that. I'll change this to like hole. You can move over holes. The same way, and then the underscore is meant for like everything else. Control C, Control V. Yeah, there. Let's check that. Open. Oh, yeah, maybe I do need open. Let's go check my reference. So no, you don't have to be sorry. I think one of the things that happens with, I guess, coding in general is you like rubber ducky. So it's good to get suggestions. Even if I'm like some sarcastic about this sometimes. The problem is always like something more like obscure or sometimes more simple than it is, and it like the advice really like sparks that that thought process. So I appreciate you like giving me advice. Honestly, it's what got me to think about it more.
I see what they're ordering.
Kind of.
But they're not the same
Ooh.
for 1 and 0.
Yeah.
And so you're looking for
Let's go
how many
back
combinations have 13
pawns grid.
going up, or like 13, right? Because it's the same as, but you do it.
So like,
every
yeah, I'm
day.
just checking their types. They have an empty -1, and when it's empty, but like, are they setting? Are they setting all of their? Like, if I put this as -1, I'll put the player back. Well, I mean, it was like that before. Yeah, Control Z. It was like that before. Player. Yeah. Maybe open just needs to be -1. Maybe no. Enum start the thing.
So for the second one, just
I don't need this. I don't need any of that there.
so we
I
have
think that'll bring you back to the era I had before.
the starting point.
Yeah, position in the value type. No, it doesn't return anything because there's nothing to return. Or the target cell is open.
It doesn't
Or, you know what? You know what? I should probably include the player in this operation here. Maybe this will work. Dot player. The player doesn't get on top of an open spot. He occupies his own spot in the whole grid and world. I'm also running out of time, so Control Z, Control V. That might make more sense. And then I'll combine them later. If this works, then I'll combine them together. Ah, he's on. He's on. If I hit a button, he'll break everything, but that's okay. I at least got him back to his original position. Now I can figure out what error that broke with stuff.
X bit strings of weight Y.
At a later date. So it's I have 2 minutes. Let's think about this more. Let's use suggestions. You got any other suggestions? Oh man.
Y is the larger direction.
I moved, but maybe I'm moving too much. Maybe I shouldn't be in the physics process doing this. Let's see, where were they doing it? I gotta copy them more. Back. Actor. Actor. Get input direction. So in the process, input direction. Update look. They checked. Oh, they checked if the target position was valid. Yeah, I'd spent a little bit of time, like, going over this. There we go. So like, I'll put this in a variable. To be smart, I'll call it capital A. Bad. I'll call it bad name. I'll call rename variable. Because I'm running out of time. Equals that. That makes sense. So, yeah, you put it in something like this, and then you can check the validity of it. Or if it's actually, like, what it is, and then I can say position equals rename variable. Ah, and with such luck. So we're on the screen. If I move to the right, I can move to the right. And if I move to the left, and up and down, and like it's ignoring everything else. So like, yeah, it's super sensitive. But you know what? That's better than nothing. And like in the nick of time too. In the nick of time, I'm definitely gonna slow that down. That's quite a bit. But I can work on that tomorrow. Thank you everybody for watching me. I really appreciated talking with my family. It's always a surprise, but I'm always glad that like you guys are supporting me as I go through this. And I'll have to contact you guys later outside of like this whole streaming thing, because we definitely need to catch up. But it's getting late and I have to go to bed and so I can get up and do my work in the morning. So yeah, you guys have a good night and I love you.